Are you ready to take your small business know how and mindset to the next level? Then check out my new Crank and Boom Substack, The Scoop. On this platform, not only do I write about topics we're covering here on the Crank and Boom podcast, but I do a deeper dive into them along with some personal anecdotes that take you behind the scenes of what it takes to build your dream business. Plus, there'll be some other content that I love, like travel, foodie things, and other fun stuff that you won't get anywhere else. Subscribe today at crankandboom.com, and I'll see you over on Substack. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Crank and Boom podcast. I am your host, Toa Green. I opened a Thai restaurant with my family 17 years ago that has since morphed into a multi-million-dollar ice cream business. I have the honor of leading 40 plus teammates to fulfill our company's mission: create joy, ignite laughter, and inspire compassion. And now I get to share my experiences of building this incredible business with you. On the show, we chat all things small business, family, and life, and how we can do it all with a bit more purpose and in community. I am so glad that you're here. This is the Crank and Boom podcast. Being a CEO and parent is a complex dance. The world of business can be demanding, and so can parenting, of course. They pull you in all different directions, they test your limits, and they test your patience and a little bit of your sanity. But you have the power to make it work. And it starts with understanding that it's not necessarily about quote unquote balance. It's about integration and realistic mindset shifts. It might mean unconventional work hours or a few extra deep breaths, but the key is staying open to a new way of doing things. Embrace the chaos, find your rhythm, and remember, you are not alone in this journey. We are in this together. And even if you're not a parent, you've got friends, you've got family, you've got fur babies. Some of the perspectives in this episode will help you find ways to ensure that you can do everything you need to do in a manageable way. I'll share my own journey of parenting while running a business and the key mindset shifts that make it possible for me to bring the best version of myself to each area of my life, or at least my attempt to bring my best version of myself. So let's get into it. So, one of the most poignant moments that I had in my parenthood journey, I had a very, very difficult pregnancy and a very difficult birth and a very difficult recovery. My parents actually moved in with us so that I could feed him and then I could lay down and recover. I was coming from a place where I was extremely productive, high functioning. And before I was dealing with fertility treatments and crazy things going in my body, I was a high performer. I worked crazy hours. So suddenly, when my physical capabilities were compromised through this whole process, I had to really take a step back. It was a big shift having to just realize you really can't do all the things, and maybe it's not so good for you to do all the things. I picked up a book that I had seen that was recommended from a blogger that I followed, and it was called A Simplified Life by Emily Lay. I really had big, big goals for the business. I had these giant dreams. And I remember after reading that book, it was like somebody literally took a weight off of my shoulder. As someone who is very committed and very ambitious, I was just so relieved to have that space to just say, you know what? My number one priority is going to be to heal and recover and to take care of this baby. It was really the kickstart of a journey for me to find that space where I wasn't just burying myself into the ground. I think being a parent is actually greatly advantageous to being a leader in a business because there's so many skills that cross over and overlap. You are leaders of groups of people that you need to move towards a common vision. And I think in most ways, humans are the same psychologically, whether they are small humans or bigger humans. We all want to feel like we're part of a team. We all want to feel valued. We all want to feel like we have a voice. And so I think the same skill sets that I use as a CEO of my household, as a parent, is the same skill set that I use to motivate our team and use that same skill set to cast a vision, to motivate them to do what we need to do as a team to accomplish our similar goals. So our team family operates in a very similar way that our work family does. Having those similar skill sets has been very valuable. And I've been able to kind of think through psychology of people because we're all humans and we're all people and we all have those basic needs. And so, how can I, as a leader, help meet some of those needs and help find a way that we can move in the same direction together? Becoming a parent has made me more efficient in my work life. So, I am thankful for that. And I will also say that I think it has just expanded my capacity for love and compassion and stretched me so much in a way that it has definitely affected my work life. I feel like I'm a softer, more compassionate person. So whether it's your family team or your work team, you can use similar tactics. I'm here to serve my kiddos. I am here to serve you and to bring you good things in life and also try to build you to be a good human being. Same goes for our team. I am here to serve you, to get you where you need to be in life. And then I am also here to cheer you on and to help you get to where you need to be. And then also hope that we can all go in the same direction and have a mutually beneficial relationship. The holiday season is here, and it's the perfect time to celebrate amazing food with your friends and family. I've learned when running a business that it's so important to take time out to share special moments with your loved ones, and I can't stress this enough. So when you're making plans to create magical moments for the holidays, remember that Goldbelly can make your holiday unforgettable. Whether it's Ina Garten's carrot cake for a special holiday dinner or Boom's Flavors of Kentucky ice cream collection for your special holiday gifts, Goldbelly can deliver it right to your door. Don't miss out on Goldbelly's incredible offerings this holiday season. Head to goldbelly.com and make your celebrations and gift giving this season even sweeter. Hey friends, Tao here, popping in to share my excitement about one of my favorite companies in the whole world, Holly Hill & Co. If you are like me and are obsessed with food, especially local food, you will appreciate those special ties that happen around the table. Holly Hill & Co. believes, like I do, that food creates connection and community unlike anything else. That's why they take care to strengthen the ties across the generations between family, the farmer, and the land, all the way to the food that ends up on your table. You can experience exactly what this means at one of Holly Hill's 9 unique Central Kentucky restaurants and through their beautiful emails. If you're in Kentucky, be sure to find the nearest location and get ready for an amazing experience with the most fantastic food. Holly Hill's co-founder is none other than my dear friend, James Beard-nominated chef Weta Michael, who's been a force on the Kentucky food scene for over 20 years. Learn more about their incredible food community by visiting hollyhillandco.com, where you'll find stories, recipes, how-tos, and even curated gifts. Again, that's hollyhillandco.com, and let them know that Tao from Boom sent you. There's the old adage of women can have it all. You can be a boss babe, you can do the business thing, you can be the super mom, you can do everything and anything. I don't necessarily subscribe to that in the sense of some societal standard what it means to be a super mom. Does that mean your house is spotless and you do crafts with your kids every day and you make them home cooked food from scratch? That's the thing that is easy to get tripped up on, because in a day of social media where you can literally see what other people are doing, but you're seeing everyone else's highlight reel, it's very easy to get in that trap of my house is never clean enough and I don't ever spend enough time with my kids and I don't have enough sales in my business and I don't feel successful. I am definitely guilty of getting caught up in that same trap of feeling like I have set some very unrealistic standard for myself as a mom and as a business owner. I'm trying really hard to not just be halfway in two places. And sometimes you do have to multitask. Sometimes you just have to try and make it work because you have something that you need to do. If something is very important work-wise, I will say, look, mommy needs to do this until it's done. And then afterwards, we will play, we will, get a snack, whatever it is they need my attention for. And I would say that has helped a lot, being able to physically and also verbally set a boundary with them so that they understand that work is important and that because we work, it is able to provide the life that we have. Don't be afraid to set boundaries, because when you are working from home and you run your business and your kids are all up in your face, it's very easy to blur all of the boundaries. But I think what has helped me through time and through my progression as a parent slash business owner, all in the same realm, is to really focus on what you can do. But let's set some real expectations. Go back to your center and what is it that's important? My priorities are my kids healthy? Are they growing? Are they joyful? Do they have fun? Do they laugh a lot? I know that at the end of all this, if I look back and think, what are the things that I accomplish? I will look back and really want to make sure that I spent all the time and attention I needed on those kids. I won't ever look back and think, oh, I wish I had had another store open, or I wish I had $500,000 more in sales. It's easier for me to prioritize and say, okay, this can wait. I'm going to go do this and make sure that I'm there for the kiddos when they need me. Try to set realistic expectations of what you can do. One of the best pieces of advice that a friend of mine who is a more seasoned parent than I am said to me as I was having my first child, she said, just let it be. Just let it be. And I was like, what does that mean? And she said, whatever happens, just let it be. So if you are up all hours for weeks on end with a newborn, just let it be. Don't try to go against the force of what is happening, because all it's going to do is cause you misery. And it was one of the most helpful pieces of advice that I ever had. Just accept what comes, and it'll bring you more peace. Thank you so much for listening to the Crank and Boom podcast. If you want business advice and tactics like this every week, click that follow button wherever you listen to your podcast so you never miss an episode with us. Also, if you like what you heard today, it would mean so very much to me if you would leave us a review that helps other people find us. Leave a note on what topics you want me to cover more of, because we would love to hear from you. I can't wait to meet you here again very soon. Until next time, peace!
This is a production of Four Eyes Media.